got to do here.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. We've got Will Barton all out there with Paul George. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's George finishing it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Here's Harrison, defended by George. Yep, that one goes in there.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Rockets the pass to Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. On the top of the key, that one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dragic.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
First free throw is good.
But you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Myers Leonard comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Williams in for Goran Dragic. Zubac kicks to Williams. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
New York leading by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, the court vision, the intelligence that John Wall is putting on display. This is great stuff.
And it's Williams with the ball for Indiana. Back to Harrison.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Knicks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Outside George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Jackson, he's checked in for Will Barton. And both free throws good for Paul George. Pacers trail by 6. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Ball's knocked loose. Robinson for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Wall draws the double. Here's Tice. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Williams passes to Zubac. Indiana moving it around. Double team on Williams. 16 feet away. No good from Zubac. New York leading by 6. The pass to Wall. Tice trying to break free. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love the activity. John Wall's athleticism and skill can overcome quality defense.
Here's Here's Harrison, and Indiana, another three.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
There's Harrison. Inside, Robinson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Lets it go with a three. Pacers trail by 6. Robinson for three, and the Pacers another three.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And here's Wall. Here's Tice, and Tice throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Harrison, guarded by Jackson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
His 4th giveaway tonight. Just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
Okogie's checked in for New York. Tice in the high post. Working on Zubac. Here's Okogie, guarded by Robinson. No one covering. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Harrison kicks to Williams. Knocks it loose. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
Outside Robinson. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Leonard trying to break free. And he gets it back. And so George will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The alley-oop, and Tice throws it down.
Love the way Paul George shares the rock. Sometimes I think doesn't get enough credit for his ability as a distributor.
Here's Harrison, defended by George, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Barton is checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Towns comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Leonard. The kick out to Towns. And he nails that one right through the net. And that's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
To the middle, pass to Wall. Now George. Back to Wall. Right side George. Good on the shot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pacers trail by 12. Left side, Towns. He gets that one.
Oh, that's a strong finish. Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Terry Rozier's checked in for John Wall. And a change for the Pacers. Goran Dragic is checked in for Williams. New York calls timeout. now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Hernan Gomez. Tries again, and the rejection by Towns. In the corner, it's Robinson. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Shoots from 12. Here's Tice. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
This is it to Dragic. Back to Harrison. And the Pacers another 3.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
The Knicks leading by 5. Barton outside, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Towns with the steal. He kicks to Dragic. Love draws the double. Here's Harrison, and Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
New York calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Here's Rozier. Barton outside. Pulls up. Pacers with the rebound. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The pass to Dragic. Here's Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 6th assist on the night.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
The kick out to Barton. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 32 points.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter of this one. 1:39 left here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Towns. Here's Harrison to take the lead, and Indiana another 3.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
They get it back. Back to Tice. George double-teamed. Lock at 6. Tice has got some room. Money from the wing. And the Knicks lead by 1. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Feeds to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Outside, George. Over Harrison, and it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Indiana. They're on a 19-6 run. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Yes! 7-second difference, shot and game clock. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
John Wall's checked in for New York.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Martin in the corner. Plenty of space. Count! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops